You cannot believe how hard I worked.
Okay.
Every day, like it was my life depended on it, and I did it without any help. No steroids, no testosterone, nothing.
Bullshit. 'Cause baby, why'd you have to lie about how you got the muscle? It's still really impressive even though you use gear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about Jack Reacher. There is a new season out, and so I've been inundated with a lot of advertisements from Jack Reacher, but I did get a clip talking about his training leading up to season 1 and then into season 2, I believe. What this guy says is Gwen Stefani.
I was 205, 6'3", 205. I needed to put on 30 pounds. That was like my mandate from the studio. You cannot show up to set without being
for Reacher.
I had 8 months to do it.
Wow. Okay.
I built a gym in my house,
okay,
and I worked my ass off every day. I did it without any help. No steroids, no testosterone, nothing.
Good for you.
Just hard work. Like I work out 30, 45 minutes a day. I get it in, get a little pump. I might have a slice of pizza for lunch because I feel like it, you know. And I had a Sunday last night. But it's important that people know I never took testosterone until well after season 1. So like, it's possible to do it on your own.
So he's alluding at the end there. Obviously, the first part we'll talk about, but he's alluding at the end there that he is taking testosterone. So I want to dive into this a little bit more. I believe that interview was, it was like with Rich Eisen. So I'm just going to search here. Alan Ritchson interview.
What's a cheat day look like for you, Alan? What's a cheat day look like for you?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's what people need to know. If your lifestyle is one of health and fitness, every day can become a cheat day.
What, I mean, okay.
It's about temperance. It's moderation throughout the day. You don't have to like go on these insane calorie deficit sprees and, you know, and then like punish yourself in the gym. Like I work out 30, 45 minutes a day. I get it in, get a little pump. I might have a slice of pizza for lunch because I feel like it, you know. And I had a Sunday last night, a giant Sunday at dinner with my agents.
I've heard that a million times. The if your lifestyle is built around fitness, you know, every day can be a cheat day. That's totally, you know, that's legit for sure. What I've found is that dieting and fitness really just becomes this cyclical, everything that everyone says is very similar, and that we're just doing these psychological tricks to ourselves to basically do the exact same thing. Right. And in this case, it's like, oh, every day can be a cheat day. Well, but you don't know that the dude is, you know, going crazy in the gym and, you know, the caloric deficit is still there, or there's not enough surplus to see anything. And if he does feel like he's gaining too much fat, he can make those adjustments and have less cheat days. So you're always monitoring. It's not that you just get free reign. And the same thing can be said the other way around. It's not that he's advocating against these very restrictive diets. But yeah, anyways, this is all stuff that we've all heard a million times. I want to get to the good stuff here. You know what I'm talking about. Here we go.
So what? I'm going to work it off today because I know every day I'm going to be getting something in.
You must have the metabolism of a rat because, I mean, if I have a Sunday, I am going to, it's going to sit on me for 48 hours. Oh,
I mean, look at this picture. So, okay. Let me just give you like my experience with this. I didn't know that Jack Reacher was like a book. I didn't know that I knew Tom Cruise played the movie character. I didn't know it was a book. And supposedly people were upset because Tom Cruise isn't a mass monster, which I guess Jack Reacher was supposed to be. So when I saw this dude and I saw the commercials for Reacher, I was just like, oh, they leaned into like the goofy, just huge Jack dude look, who's obviously on gear. Like that's just, and it's fine. It's like, this is Hollywood. It's kind of shameless. It's like, to me, I thought it was like kind of cheeky. And I also, you know, this dude isn't a superhero, I don't think, but like, I think they make it so that he has like superhero powers, essentially, like as a mortal. It's weird. It's a weird thing. All these kind of agent movies, they're all basically superheroes. They, you know, and their recovery from getting shot in the fucking arm is like a few weeks, like, you know, and then they're totally fucking fine. And this dude is just look at this guy, dude. Okay, so my assumption was, all right, juice head, obvious. It's obvious the guy's on juice, right? So here we go. Let's keep going.
You know, seriously, just a 30, 45-minute workout?
Yeah, but dude, I've been doing this for decades.
Okay.
People think it's like, well, how long would it take to go 20 years, 30 minutes a day for 20 years? Come tell me if you have a weight problem.
Okay, so we have his training age now, right? I got to find out what his actual age is. He's 41. God, I'm so dubious. Okay. At the time of this interview was 7 months ago. Okay, he's 40. Good. So we have his training age. Guy started training at like 18 years old, maybe 15, maybe 14. Who knows, for football or whatever. I know he's Thad Castle.
Sir, you can't come in here.
Shut up, I'm a football player.
Shake it out. Shake it out.
No one's getting through this offensive line. Excuse me.
But anyways, we have his training age. So this dude's not a noob, okay? Keep that in mind.
If you have a weight problem or you don't have some kind of abs after 20 years of 5 days a week, come talk to me. You need to see a geneticist or something.
Some kind of abs. I mean, even washboards are jealous right now looking at this photograph.
I'm feeling bad about all my life decisions.
All right. You're an inspiration, sir. Thanks. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. So you have pizza and ice cream and all that stuff?
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I will say testosterone helps for all the young men.
There we go.
But you know.
Okay, so this is big, right? This has to be in the fake natty call out. This has to be like one of the case studies where things can switch, right? Because I would assume that the floodgates are open here. I'm assuming this dude's going to talk about TRT, and you know, that's the first to my knowledge that I've seen any Hollywood actor with a major role like Jack Reacher say that they've been taking testosterone, when a lot of them are.
Oh, here's what's funny. I talked about this once before. And I've been, you know, like this is oversharing. I don't care. Like people are going to eviscerate me no matter what.
Who's eviscerating you?
Everybody. Dude, I
you?
did a thing for Men's Health.
Okay.
Like an expose on my, you know, after Reacher, everybody wanted to know like what I do.
Yeah, sure.
For Reacher, I was 205 when I got cast. I was a scraggly, scrawny. I thought I was big. Everybody I was always playing superheroes.
Yeah.
I look back at those photos now and I'm like, oh my God, I look like a kid, like a marathon runner.
Yeah.
I was 205, 6'3", 205. I needed to put on 30 pounds for the role.
Okay.
I needed to be at least 235. That was like my mandate from the studio. You cannot show up to set without being.
Okay. So look, you guys are hearing this. This guy, it's basically, in order to have a job, in order to make a living, in order to do the thing that you want to do, you have to put on 30 pounds. We're not going to drug test you. Continue.
235. I had 8 months to do it.
Wow. Okay.
I built a gym in my house.
Okay.
And I worked my ass off. You cannot believe how hard I worked.
Okay.
Every day, like it was my life depended on it. 2 hours a day. So in that amount of time, I could like put the muscle on.
Yes.
And I did it without any help. No steroids, no testosterone, nothing.
Bullshit. 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 Bullshit, 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 bullshit. 'Cause baby, why'd you have to lie about how you got the muscle? It's still really impressive even though you use gear. And now that you're talking about testosterone and that you now take it, you always have. Okay, I'm done with that. That is insane that my dude, that he's just gonna lie about it. Hey, I did testosterone, but let me tell you, at a training age of 20, at an actual age of 38 years old, in 8 months, I built a garage in my house. I basically became fucking Goku, dude. And I put on 30 pounds of muscle in 8 months. Dude, is there proof of anyone doing that naturally ever in human history? In human history. Does anyone know of it ever happening? Honestly, I'll sit here and if someone can point me in that direction, right? Like take a freaky genetic kid at 18 years old. Every single day he trains. Can he put on 30 pounds of muscle in 8 months? Okay, now we have a guy who's been training for 20 years. Obviously, he's been training in hypertrophy, trying to be jacked, trying to be a fucking big dude. He gets mandated to put on 30 pounds by the studio. Don't show up to set unless you put on 30 pounds, but he does it cold and natural. Why? How are you making anyone believe you, dude? This is insane. This is insanity. Now, I still will say, hey, good for him for emitting testosterone, but it's not without the caveat, right? That all the hard work is in the tank, and now I'm just on the... he's going to go the route of like, oh, well, you know, this is a health and longevity thing. I want to be able to do this and blah, this. It's like, no, dude, you just want to be fucking jacked, and you're probably taking a lot more than TRT, okay? Look at that fucking picture of you. All right, here we go. We're going to press play.
Just hard work. So I get through, but it also killed me. I was like, I had to get shoulder surgery after the season, and it was rough. So I get done with the season. I'm super fatigued. I'm like, things aren't working in my body. I can't breathe. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I work out all the time. I should be feeling better. And I go to the doctor and let's do a blood panel. He's like, oh, you have no testosterone. I was like, okay, you know, I guess I beat it out of myself. so we started on testosterone, and it was like, oh my God, like a new me, and ever since then, you know, it makes my job easier. There's going to be less wear and tear because I don't have to push. I don't have to do what I did to replicate that again. But it's been great, you know, and if you're, you know, I'm 40 years old. If you're, you know, late 30s, early 40s, and you're, you know, just starting to feel like you're slowing down, it's so instrumental in so many mechanisms in your body. It's a mood stabilizer. You know, it helps, you know, take hemoglobin into your cells. You oxygenate your cells. You just feel better, more alive, more awake, and you know, helps process fat and build lean muscle. It's like a wonder drug.
I know that we want transparency. Okay. And we just want to know, you know, we want to make it so it's not a stigma. We want more information, But again, this is the bar analysis of what would I call it? Whatever. The bar scenario. Okay. The teen talking to the older adult. The teen says, have you ever drank or gone out and partied? And the older adult says, yes, I have. But, you know, I had to learn a lot, and I'm very safe about it. I'm very healthy throughout most of my weeks. Every once in a while, I'll go out. I'll stay out too late. I'll have a little bit too much to drink. Maybe I experiment with some other drugs. But again, I have to know these things. He goes, wow, tell me about the last time you did it. Well, I went out, stayed out too late, and I hooked up with a legit 10, dude. She was smoking hot. We had sex. She left the next morning. But again, man, like the regret from all that, blah, 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 blah. All that kid heard was I had sex with a 10. And so now that kid, if we're going to flip it to testosterone, right? That kid, all he's hearing is putting on muscle, burning more fat, and becoming like Alan Ritchson. Right? Like I have this feeling that a lot of people are going to be more educated on steroids than they actually are, or than they actually mean to be. They're just going to say that they're educated on it because there's more information out there and more people are being open about it. Again, this is not necessarily my argument. This is a potential scenario. Right? Some of you are going to comment and be like, more information, the better. The more clear people are, the better. And that's totally your position. And then some of you guys are going to be like, no one should talk about it ever. This is one of those instances, like I had said, that this is a case study in the modern internet fake natty call out culture kind of thing. And this video has been out for 7 months. I have never seen this before. So this, and again, to my knowledge, this is the first guy talking about testosterone in this way.
3 children, right?
Three kids.
Three kids. How old are they now? How old are
10, 9, and 7.
So that's a dad bod, technically.
That's a dad bod.
That's the ultimate dad bod. Like you have won the dad bod race.
Yeah. But it's important that people know. I'm not lying about it. I never took testosterone until well after season 1. So like it's possible to do it on your own, you know, but you know, but if like me, you're after longevity, I would like to help people enjoy 20 seasons of Reacher.
Yes.
If we're going to do that, like we're gonna have to do it smart.
Okay. And you're from Florida originally? Is that where you're from originally?
Yeah, my
so
parents
did you ever,
retired there.
So
yeah.
okay, so did you ever, any like football coach ever pull you aside and say, let's get a helmet and pads
when
on
I was
you,
a
or what?
senior, so I was a late bloomer, very late bloomer. It's my whole life has been like that. My career's been like that.
Sure.
You know, I'm 40 and just now sort of, you know, breaking and, you know, I've been a late bloomer and I've enjoyed.
this dude's
going to
be an
really
absolute
what that
star.
means for
He's
my
going to be an
life.
absolute star.
Yeah, I was like prepubescent at 17.
Okay.
With no hair. And I still remember this dude in the cafeteria. One day I wore shorts and he's like, Ritchson doesn't have any hair on his legs. And like, that was the last time I've worn shorts publicly. The last time.
Bro, hold on.
You know, no one.
Really quickly, that I have a very similar story. That's actually crazy. Except it was girls. It was 80s day in my high school. And I remember I was wearing like denim shorts, like short shorts, and I had my dad's pumps from the 80s, my dad's Reebok pumps from the 80s. I was so stoked. And it was Friday, so we were wearing our football jerseys to school. And I remember these girls in the lunchroom. I remember it so vividly. I know exactly where I was. I know exactly what I was doing. I was holding a lunch tray, and they go, "Oh my God, your legs are so skinny." And I remember being like, yeah. And then like keep them walking away really fast. I'm 33, dude. That happened when I was 15. So, you know, look, that's all we're going to do of watching this. It is, for me, a big conundrum. Okay. I know I was saying bullshit and all of that beforehand, but like, if you're in this dude's position, he's got 3 kids. He's probably a really nice, genuine dude. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I can't make character references to people that I don't know. But this idea that everyone has to be clear about their steroid use. And this guy is, but it's with the caveat that all of his gains were made without steroids. They're all just kind of like solidified with steroids, or it's kind of his way of maintaining health, which I don't buy in the least. But, you know, you can see I'm conflicted about this. I'm trying to think a little bit deeper than just, you know, this flat out natty or not and how ridiculous this is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Please subscribe. It helps tremendously. If you're creeping around watching a lot of my videos, just hit that subscribe button. It like makes a big difference. And I'll see you in the next video.